Negative and zero exponents less than 4.4 notes. Example number 2. For A, I've got 9 to the negative 9 times 9 to the 9th. So I'm going to do this 2 ways. The first way I'm going to do this is by making that negative exponent positive. So I'm going to move that to the denominator. So that would give me 9 to the 9th in the numerator, because this stays put. And then by moving that to the denominator, it's going to become positive 9 in the denominator. Well, when you've got the exact same thing on top and bottom, they both would cancel out, and you would have 1. So that's one way of doing it. The other way, since it's multiplication in the original problem, would be to add the exponents. When you multiply, you add. So this would be 9 to the negative 9 plus 9. Well, negative 9 plus 9 is 0. Opposites cancel. And anything to the 0 power is 1. So in both cases, we get 1. Okay. For B, I don't have any negative exponents. All my exponents are positive, so I'm not going to move anything. I'm going to go right to dividing. Oh, by the way, over here, I'd like you to write down negative with an arrow to positive. So from this point forward, I will put N with an arrow to the P. Anytime I take a negative exponent and make it positive, that's how I will abbreviate it. Kind of like I use POP for power of a product and so forth. So for this one, we're going to divide. I'm going to start with my coefficients. Negative 4 over 2 simplifies to negative 2. I have an x term on top and bottom. X to the third and x to the third are going to cancel out because 3 minus 3 is 0. And then for my y terms, y to the fourth has the smaller exponent. So that one gets completely crossed out. And I'm going to subtract 4 from 9 to get y to the fifth on the bottom. Once you divide, always rewrite. What's on top stays on top. What's on the bottom will stay on the bottom. So I have on top negative 2z to the 8th. And on the bottom, I have w to the 3rd, y to the 5th. And that is it for B. Please make sure you're getting everything written down. All right, for C. See this negative exponent right there? I want to take care of that first. All right, so you can circle it. I'm going to highlight it. I want to take care of that first. I want that to be positive before I do anything. So because I want that to be positive, I'm going to move it to the denominator. And that's the only thing that moves. That's the only thing that has a negative exponent. Everything else will stay where it is. So I'm still going to have, put my division bar, I'm still going to have 6 r to the 3rd, s to the 11th in the numerator. And in the denominator, I'm going to have negative 8 r to the 9th. Oh, by the way, Now that the exponents could be bigger in the denominator, you might want to leave a little space between the division bar and the exponent. So r to the 9th would be on the bottom, s to the 7th, t to the 5th, and then, because I moved down that other one, there'll be another t to the 5th on the bottom. Now that all the exponents are positive, so again, I went from negative to positive. Now that all the exponents are positive, now I'm ready to divide. I'm actually not just dividing, though, in this problem. I'm going to divide and multiply. So over here, I'm going to put divide and multiply. Where am I multiplying? Right here. Since I have two t to the 5ths in the denominator, that's actually multiplication. And if you remember, when multiplying, we're going to add exponents. When multiplying, you add exponents. All right, so now to divide. Just to remind you, when you are putting in your coefficients, use the fraction button. So I would put 6 over negative 8. Make that a fraction, so that's negative 3/4. So I'm going to cross out the 6, cross out the negative 8, 3. I'm going to keep the negative on the bottom. It really doesn't matter where you put it. If it's on the bottom, I'll keep it on the bottom usually. So I'm going to keep it down there on the bottom. All right, now to divide the rest of my terms. R to the 3rd has the smaller exponent, so I completely cancel out that. And 9 minus 3 is 6. S to the 7th has the smaller exponent. That gets completely crossed out. And 11 minus 7 is 4. The t to the 5th and t to the 5th, that's actually multiplication. And again, when we multiply, we add exponents. So this is going to become t to the 10th. So my final answer will be, on top I have 3s to the 4th. On the bottom I have negative 4 r to the 6th and t to the 10th. And that is it for C. Right. If you have any questions on those 3 problems, please let me know. Feel free to reach out.